This is called YouTube Ads Are Getting Ridiculous 2025 edition from Beyond the Internet. They have 40,400 subs. So 30,000 likes, which I will also like because it was a banger. This talks about the ad problem on YouTube right now, which I've alluded to recently as to one of the many reasons that could be a problem as to why people are not watching as many videos as they used to.
Today, you and I are going to be taking a look at everything wrong with YouTube ads in 2025. Get yourself comfy and grab plenty of snacks, because when it comes to YouTube ads, we have a lot to talk about. 55 seconds total of unskippable ads. 2-minute unskippable ad by YouTube. Are you kidding me? 8 effing unskippable.
That should never happen, by the way. Like, this is on YouTube. They need to limit it to a maximum of 2. The whole automated, it sets it all up and it's the system. They need to have hard stops. They should never allow it to ever get up to 8. That's insane.
Ads. Guys, look, 5 unskippable ads. So we're doing 1-min unskipable ads now. You can't bypass ads anymore. A minute of unskippable ads. Too many ads. This is actual, believe it or not, that was just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to people complaining about the ads. Rightfully complaining, I should say. You might have...
In a weird way, I kind of just realized this might be subconsciously why a lot more people are gravitating towards watching live streams now instead of videos, because most live streams, at least that I've witnessed, don't have ads on them, but some people do still have ads on their live streams. I don't, alongside other people that don't put them on their live streams. Like, they're all viewer supported live streams. So maybe people are just, if you're not actively doing it, maybe subconsciously you just don't want to deal with the ads on YouTube, so you just watch live streams now. That could be.
Noticed that in that montage of Reddit posts, there were quite a few pictures of users' TV screens, and that's because generally the ads are at their very worst on TVs and consoles. Don't worry though, I will talk about other devices in just a minute. For a bit of context, YouTube first introduced ads in 2007, and then 11 years later, in 2018, they decided...
I remember in 2007 when they introduced the ads, I remember thinking this is the downfall of YouTube. I'm like, oh God, here we go, ads. Again, though, those that weren't here the other night when I was talking about it, the YouTube Premium, I know people don't like to spend money, but if you're going to spend money on anything every month and you watch a lot of YouTube, I strongly advise YouTube Premium. Once you go YouTube Premium, you do not go back. I have paid for YouTube Premium for probably 6 years now. And I wish I started it as soon as I found out about it. I was like, why wasn't I doing this before? It's so worth it.
Decided to bring double ads into effect, which I should point out.
Anime Mania says, how much is YouTube Premium again? I think it's like 13 or 15 bucks or something a month.
Now, you could skip.
Oh, but don't, if you are going to do YouTube Premium, do not sign. Again, this is anti-Mr. Beast here. I'm going to save you guys some money for free. Do not sign up for YouTube Premium through your iPhone, because it will charge you a premium of, I think it's $3 or $5 more, because you're buying it through the iPhone, Apple Store, App Store, whatever. And every single month, it's that inflated price. And I found out about that after, like, my credit card expired and I lost YouTube Premium. And I was like, what? Why am I getting ads? And I was like, oh, my card expired. I need to get a new card. So I purchased YouTube Premium on my phone because I was out of the house. And I just used like my Apple card, whatever, and bought it. And it was like $5 or $6 more than what it used to be. And I was like, what the hell? I'm like, not only did my card expire, but now it costs $5 more. That's crazy. And I went to research it. And I'm like, wait, why am I paying $5 more? People are saying it costs like $15 or something. It was like 20. And turns out if you purchase it through your iPhone, it charges you like 25% more on your iPhone every single month. And they don't tell you about it. It just says that's what it costs. It's like, no, that's not what it costs. You can access it on your phone the same as anything else. But if you buy it on your phone, it costs more. It's stupid. So don't buy it on your phone. Remember that. If you are going to buy YouTube Premium.
But then, months later, in January 2019, they changed it so that viewers could now see 2 15-second unskippable ads before a video playing. In 2021, this
Olympus Mon says Apple prevents them from telling you. That's Apple's rule. Ooh, that makes sense.
was allegedly changed again to be a single 30-second advert, although I don't know if I fully believe that. Finally, in 2023, YouTube enacted the final stage of their evil plan by introducing unskippable 60-second advert break.
Baked Buddhist for the 5-banger. Very applicable donation here, so I want to bring it up now. It's $7 for light ads. It's $14 for no ads and background playing. Okay, that's good to know. Now, people are mad about the light ads thing, but like before it was like 0 or 14. So, I mean, the light ads is like a new option that was never there before. You shouldn't get mad at that because it used to just not even be an option. But I would still jump at the 14 no ads because I don't ever want to deal with ads. I really don't. Smash JT, YouTube makes more money from ads than premium. They will keep increasing the price. I agree with that. It's kind of like a Microsoft Game Pass problem, and they will eventually need to. But again, I go back to, and I know I am part of the problem because they I'm not even joking when I say they could charge $30 or $40 a month for YouTube Premium, and I would still pay it. I would. Even if I'm like, I don't really necessarily want to pay this and it's kind of financially impacting me at this point. I use YouTube enough myself to make it worthwhile, personally, but I don't think the vast majority of people are there with me for that. So again, I am part of the problem when it comes to it, but it's that useful to me for sure. And background play is very important to me as well. Karate Werewolf. And yeah, YouTube Music is what I use for my music service too. So yeah. Max Resist for the 10-banger. YouTube Premium is more of a value if you have / get YouTube TV. Pro tip, if you don't want ads, get an AdBlocker Brave browser, but AdBlockers are enabled. YouTube will spike CPU usage. Well, that's true, except for I watch and listen to a lot of YouTube on my phone, and it doesn't work on the phone like that. And plus, the app on the iPhone is great. So I'd rather just pay the money and have the app that works perfect without any of the issues. But yeah, if you don't have an iPhone or don't watch a lot of YouTube on your phone, then Brave browser is probably the way to go. The Flatlander for the 5-banger. My pa lost his TV remote one day, and YouTube had some life insurance ad playing on loop. It went through 7 iterations. After I started counting, holy shit, that's insane. That's insane. 7? Wow. Ah, shit. Anyway.
Alongside these 60-second ads came everyone's favorite pop-up, fewer ad breaks for this long video. You've probably seen this yourself, and if you have, let me know in the comments whether you think that this is true or if it's a complete lie. I'm personally a bit unsure.
That's Karate Werewolf. That's a really good point. But at the same time, that's kind of what this video is all about. Is there's a delicate balance. Blocking ads is kind of not great for creators. I don't mind helping out. YouTube Premium, I don't know how it works. And it's kind of one of those trust me, bro, with YouTube. They just say they give you some money if someone is watching with YouTube Premium instead of watching with ads. I don't know how that works. It's just, again, it's just like a trust me, bro, with them. But at the same time, if the ads start becoming so intrusive that you don't want to deal with 8 ads, I mean, I got to start agreeing with people that are using ad blockers because that's a little ridiculous. So it's a delicate balance at the end of the day.
We've seen that YouTube has increased the duration of their adverts, but whether the fewer ad breaks thing is correct is yet to be determined by viewers. Some people believe it, and others don't. Now, believe it or not, there is a reason for why the ads are so mental on TVs, and it's quite simply because YouTube gets insane viewing figures on this device in particular. In fact, YouTube has declared themselves the world's biggest streaming service and have recently surpassed Disney.
How much YouTube Premium did you get last month? Does it break it down? I'll have to check. I haven't even looked.
Plus, and Netflix taking the #1 spot in terms of TV viewing numbers. To me, that is absolutely nuts. Anyway, enough about TVs. What about laptops and smartphones and VR headsets? Well, this is where things get a bit weird. 1 minute 28 unskippable ad. We're in the end game now. 2 minute unskippable ad? Are you kidding me? I just got a 1 hour unskippable hour. I just got a 43-minute unskippable ad. What the hell, YouTube? Almost 3 hours of unskippable ads. Stop with the unskippable ads. Enough. Stop it. Over 2 minute long unskippable advertisement I got on YouTube. If I've learned two things from Reddit, it's that YouTube ads are annoying and that Redditors can't spell. PCs seem to be the device where the ads are at their most unpredictable and insane.
Last month, it says when I check and break down, made $410 off of YouTube Premium. So it does break down. I didn't know it did that. That's crazy. Damn.
Having unskippable ads that last for hours is just, well, I have no words. Part of me thinks it must be a glitch in the system, but another part of me thinks it's deliberate. I've seen Redditors theorize that if you use an ad blocker and find a way to bypass YouTube's warnings, they'll hit you, not literally, but with unwatchable ads like this one, all in a never-ending effort to get you to disable your ad blocker. Whether that's true or not is up for debate, but it is an interesting thing to consider. So we've established that YouTube has massively increased the length.
I've noticed that, by the way, Black Hatcha. Whenever I watch Rumble, because I don't have Rumble Premium, the ads I get on Rumble are so bad. Like, they are like the scammiest, scummiest nonsense crap that I'm like, it feels like you're living in like the late night hours right before TV used to go off the air, the infomercials that nobody would ever watch. Those are the Rumble ads. Where I'm like, who even does this? What even are these ads? So yeah, the Rumble ads are brutally bad, like really bad. Grogbass says the YouTube ads I get sometimes are so wild and how bad they are. I'm sure YouTube has bad ones too, but man, Rumbles are rough.
Length and number of ads on the platform over the years, but what about the actual content of the ads? Well, luckily for viewers, YouTube goes to great lengths to ensure that the ads we see are appropriate, relevant, and enjoyable. I'm joking, of course. In reality, the ads people are seeing in 2025 are in actual fact the complete opposite. Here's one that a viewer sent me, and I apologize in advance because knowing YouTube and their complete lack of logic, I'll probably have to blur it. Not safe for work ads infesting YouTube has been an issue for a couple of years now, and I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that they've not gotten any better. There's also a certain type of ad that I've seen personally multiple times, but haven't seen many people talking about.
Big Buddhist for the 5-banger says, how much do you think YouTube is charging for the 45-minute ads? Are they probably like infomercials, like those things on late night TV back in the day? No, I don't think so. From my experience, I did try to do YouTube AdSense like 8 or 7 years ago when I was first starting YouTube, because I thought maybe that's how I'll get my channel noticed, because no one gave a shit about me when I was tiny. So I'll pay for ads. And I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. And AdSense was really confusing. But when you did pay for ads back then, which I haven't done, to full disclosure, I have not paid for an ad in 6 or 7 years. But when I did do them back then, they charged only if someone watched like through the first, I think it was 30 seconds. But it wasn't like the length of the video. It was just like the first 30 seconds. So if it's I don't know how it works with the unskippable ads though, because I haven't done ads since they instituted all these new things. So I have no idea if there's like an unskippable 45-minute ad that you could put in, if there's a way to do that. And I have no idea. I would think it's an error in the system because that should never be a thing, but maybe I'm giving YouTube way too much credit.
Out. And those are ads for, well, how do I say this without getting demonetized? Toys that aren't for children. I've seen these ones a few times on my Xbox, and they even come with a QR code that pops up on the right of the screen,
Yikes.
encouraging you to visit a third-party website. No, YouTube, I don't want to buy these things.
Yikes, that's crazy.
Well, not through your website anyway. Ironically and frustratingly, these ads break YouTube's own content guidelines. But to me, that's not even the worst part about this. I think the most infuriating aspect about this whole situation is the hypocrisy YouTube has on full display. They allow ads like this and then wrongfully ban
Yeah, this is the biggest issue with YouTube is if you pay money, they'll put whatever you want up there. They'll say they have rules and regulations. You can report the fuck out of it, and it will go. It'll still be there, and they'll replace it and put another one in its place. Meanwhile, channels get removed left and right. R.I.P. Ryan Roger Athe.
YouTubers for accidentally knocking over their microphone. You just can't make it up. The top post from the past year on r/YouTube is, would you believe it, a meme about how bad YouTube ads are. To me, that says it all. If you hate YouTube ads, you have two options. Option 1, get an ad blocker, or
Mhm.
option 2, buy
YouTube
YouTube
Premium.
Premium. From YouTube's point of view, option 2 is your only option.
Mhm.
Since May 2023, YouTube has been at war with AdBlock users, and you yourself might
Almost to the detriment of their platform. I would almost argue some of the changes they've implemented have affected users that have nothing to do with ad blocking. Like YouTube is fucking everyone over with the whole ad blocking stuff.
been caught up in it. If you're unaware, I'll give you a quick explanation. If you install an ad blocker and then go onto YouTube, the chances are that in one way or another, the website won't work. Like, it'll be completely unusable. You'll either get smacked with a pop up like this one, or the website will just not load and look a little something like this. Now, luckily, as of the time of me making this video, there are still ways to watch YouTube with an ad blocker, but YouTube isn't showing any signs of backing down, and every so often appears to defeat yet another ad blocker. On June 6th, 2025, users of uBlock Origin, one of the most popular working ad
This was 2 weeks ago.
blockers in 2025, flocked to Reddit in a state of panic. I can't use uBlock Origin on Firefox anymore. YouTube, just give up. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. So anyone else got blocked for watching videos with Firefox plus uBlock Origin? YouTube's anti-ad block wall is now hitting Brave users too. This is getting ridiculous. Apparently, you can't just click the X anymore. You need to wait now. YouTube is making videos take longer to load if you're using an ad blocker. Don't even have my ad blockers on and it's still flagging me. This is getting out of hand. F you, Google. YouTube doesn't load at all with ad blocker. Getting these again. YouTube throwing a fit over ad blockers. This is how YouTube has looked for the past hour for me. All of this makes me wonder how this drawn-out battle between YouTube and ad blockers will end. If it will end, that is.
It will never end.
Personally, I'm optimistic. I think that no matter how hard YouTube tries, there will always be at least one way to use ad blockers without YouTube realizing and punishing you. I hope so, anyway.
Karate Werewolf, I would love to tell you that information, but because I'm in an active lawsuit right now, I would prefer to keep that under wraps because I feel like whatever I say can and will be used against me. It's not because I don't want to be transparent with you guys. It's because I feel like someone's always watching and they want to know how much I make. And I don't want that information to get out there for better or worse. But believe me when I tell you, I would be fully transparent outside of this with you. But thank you for the two bagger. Appreciate you, man.
Let's move on to something that's maybe more annoying than YouTube blocking ad blockers. AI ads. Maybe this doesn't bother you as much as
This
the
stuff
not
is
safe for work
creepy.
stuff, but for me personally, anything AI related really grinds my gears, and AI generated ads are some of the most pathetic content I've ever laid eyes on. Maybe
Like, this is just creepy. This is just creepy. Like, why are people doing this? It's such a weird ad.
maybe that's a bit of an overreaction, but does anyone actually watch an advert that's been made by AI and enjoy it? I don't think so. And neither does Reddit. These ads have been appearing more and more on YouTube over the past year, and the funniest part about it is that if a YouTuber uses artificially generated content in their video, they literally have to declare it.
Yep. Yep. But ads, who cares?
When you upload a video, there's a few boxes where you have to tick either a yes or a no, like if the video is made for kids or not. And another one, added in 2023, asks the uploader to disclose whether AI was used in the making of the video.
Now, this one's a really strange one, and I don't fully understand what they mean by it. Because, yes, on the surface, it's obvious what they mean by it. But then you dig a little bit deeper, and it's like, well, what if the thumbnail is AI generated, but the video is not AI? But then you read the bullet points and it doesn't differentiate. And I'm like, well, which one does YouTube care about? Do they care about AI thumbnails or do they care about the video being AI or either one? It's confusing. Secondly, this is a really strange one because you are not required to fill out this box. I remember when they added it, and I do believe initially it was required, and then they removed the requirement. So you can upload a video now without checking yes or no on this. But once you check yes or no, you can't uncheck it. So it's like, what? I don't know. I don't know how they even use this information or what it's even for and why it's even there. They don't tell you. It's just like, you need to tell us this, but you actually don't have to tell us if you don't want to. Well, which one is it? Why is this here?
In a YouTube support article, they said the following: when content is undisclosed, in some cases, YouTube may take action to reduce the risk of harm to viewers by proactively applying a label that creators will not have the option to remove. Additionally, creators who consistently choose not to disclose this information may be subject to
I
penalties.
can't stand how YouTube does this arbitrary, hey, if you don't do this, we might just randomly decide to do something to you. You never know when we're going to drop that shoe on you. But if we have a reason to come at you, we'll find this and just blame this for it. It's like, wait, what? What about all the other people that aren't doing it? What the hell?
From YouTube, including removal of content or suspension from the YouTube Partner Program.
That's the partner program is ad revenue.
While making this video, I studied Google's ad policies like my life depended on it, and nowhere could I see anything about AI. To me,
They do not. They are purposefully obscure, clear obscure of the information. They don't tell you what you need to know, and they say if we told you, you would just circumvent it. It's like, fuckers, just tell me what not to do and I won't do it. Why are we being all this gray area shit? Can I do it or not? What's the problem?
It seems like the ad policies are way more lenient than YouTube's community guidelines for content creators, which is frustrating. And as if AI ads aren't bad enough on their own, allow me to introduce scam ads that have been created by AI in some capacity. A great example from recent memory is the robot dog. You might have seen this yourself, and if you haven't, it was essentially a series of partially AI generated ads that promoted a toy robot dog. But there was a catch. The product didn't exist. Unfortunately, you can see why people would have inevitably fallen for this scam. To me, the AI is obvious, and it probably is for you as well. But to plenty of
I
others,
will say the AI is obvious, except when it's not. Like there are certain angles and scenes where it's like, that looks real. Like this one here, that looks kind of real. The one where it was running, hold on, not this, that looks fake.
is obvious,
That looks fake.
and it probably is for you
That looks real.
as well.
That looks real. This looks real.
But to plenty of others, it won't be. You and I
That
know
looks kind of real. That looks fake.
that a toy robot this technologically advanced doesn't yet exist. But that won't be the case for everyone. And I'm sure that, sadly, some people ended up paying for something they wouldn't end up receiving. My hope is that as time goes on, YouTube does more to
Exactly, Wicho. That's everyone's real concern here. We're seeing the beginnings of it right now. Won't be long, and we won't not be able to trust anything.
I've seen this problem persist. I still remember the fake Mr. Beast giveaway ads from 2022 and the
Would you look who it is? Mr. Beast, once again.
Not all ads are designed to scam you, but you should obviously still have your wits about you when you're watching them, especially when it comes to ads like this. I wasn't originally going to talk about this, but on reflection, I thought I should mention it. I don't know about you, but I've got to the point where I absolutely despise ads that promise me financial freedom. There was a period of time where I would get them constantly and for no good reason. They weren't relevant or tailored to me in particular. I had a job and I wasn't looking for ways to allegedly make $9,000 in just 34 minutes. If you frequently see these adverts as well, let me know in the comments.
Not recently, but I don't know if that's because I pay for YouTube Premium. But I do recall there was a time when I got those all the time.
Okay, before I carry on, there's something I've been putting off telling you this whole video, but I think it's time that I admit it. Are you ready? This is going to be a bit of a plot twist, so brace yourself. I have YouTube Premium. Yes, I hang my head in shame. I've had it for 7 months now.
Why would you be ashamed of it?
Call me a fraud, call me a hypocrite.
No, if you're using YouTube, I feel like it's justified to pay for it and use it. If you don't want to use YouTube, then don't pay for it. I don't have an issue. I don't think it's something to be frowned upon or shamed. I think YouTube Premium is great. It's a huge value for me. Like great value.
But please do just hear me out. In 2024, some of my videos performed stratospherically better than I was expecting. And because of this, my channel got monetized. And this is kind of my job now. I'm naturally the kind of person to save money. I'm not a big spender, but I decided pretty quickly that I would get YouTube Premium. And I can't lie, it has literally changed my life. Now, you might also have Premium, or you might entirely disagree with me and ask, why on earth am I not just using an ad blocker? And I totally agree. Premium is insanely expensive, and had my channel not...
It's really not. It's really not. Like, I strongly disagree with saying it's insanely expensive. You want to get cable TV, you're talking minimum $100 a month. And I would venture to guess that I spend personally 100% more time on YouTube than I do watching TV. So if this is where my view is going, the bang for the buck that I'm getting out of it is insane.
Not blown up, I wouldn't have subscribed to it. With that revelation out of the way, I have a conspiracy theory to share with you. It's going to sound a bit ridiculous, but stick with me because it might just turn your perception of YouTube Premium upside down. So, for context, YouTube Premium has many benefits, the main one being no ads, but it also allows you to watch HD videos with an increased bitrate. Bear in mind, this feature is only available to premium users.
I don't think I've ever used it or accessed it or even knew about it or care about it, but okay.
Anyway, back in April 2025, the trailer for Mission Impossible 8 came out, and while many people, including me, were just really hyped for the movie, a few people on Reddit were saying that parts of the trailer looked weirdly low quality. I noticed this as well, but I also noticed that when I changed the video quality from the standard HD to the premium HD with increased bitrate, the difference in quality was night and day. The standard HD was blocky and blurry. The premium HD was crystal clear. Now, I'm aware that YouTube compresses videos a bit when you upload them, but I'd never seen anything like this, especially on a video as high profile as a blockbuster movie trailer. Anyway, weeks went by and I totally forgot about this. But then, out of the blue, this post popped up on my Reddit feed. It's a comment by Minecraft YouTuber Mumbo Jumbo on one of his own videos, and it says, bitrate. YouTube has dropped the bitrate on all videos, and there's nothing we can do to increase it. The compression algorithm is super aggressive for gaming. So, the theory is that YouTube is deliberately reducing the quality of videos to encourage viewers to purchase premium, where they can watch videos in a higher quality, a quality that viewers would previously have been able to access for free. I apologize if that sounds a bit ridiculous, and for legal reasons, I want to absolutely stress that it is just a theory.
Yeah.
Please don't sue me, YouTube. Anyway, make of it what you will.
I mean, there is no conspiracy that I won't at least hear out, especially when it comes to corporate greed. I am more likely than not to believe it. And in this case, yep, I 1,000,000% believe that that is something that they have spoken about on boardroom meetings and future of YouTube, and slowly degrading it over time, like the boiling the frog thing. And then people will eventually wake up and be like, man, I feel like the quality used to be way better on YouTube videos, but maybe it's just, this is just what it's always been. And if we pay for premium, we get better quality and it looks really good. And that's a way to upsell people 5 years from now. So yeah, I could totally see that. That was it. That was a very good video. Like, fantastic video. I'll share this in the chat. Very well done. And yeah, a lot of food for thought with what's going on with ads on YouTube. And you definitely notice the bitrate thing on gaming streams for sure. That's why when I do my game streams, I need to not do it on StreamYards because it gets compressed double. It gets compressed from StreamYards, and then when it gets output on YouTube, it gets compressed again. That's why people go to like Kick and stuff and they say it looks better on Kick and Rumble than it does on YouTube. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. It really does. YouTube's a storage facility. They've never created anything of value. Users create everything of value on the site. It is curious, and they want all the rewards from it. It is curious. Hypnos Gerbil says, I swear AT&T got sued for something similar to cell phone usage. I think they did. That sounds familiar.